Hi students, in this session we will discuss about reflect actions and reflex arc. You must have experienced a sudden withdrawal of a body part which comes in contact with objects that are extremely hot, cold, pointed, or animals that are scary or poisonous. Have you did suddenly withdrawn your body parts? See, okay, it is nothing but what exactly? A reflex action. How to understand this one? It is a way for the body to automatically and rapidly respond to a stimulus. Here, stimulus is what? Any hot, cold, pointed bodies or objects or scary animals to minimize any further damage to the body. Means our body is automatically respond. Why? To minimize any further damage to our body. It follows this general sequence and does not involve the brain. Remember, it does not involve the brain. See here, one simple sequence is given. Stimulus, then comes a receptor, then comes a sensory neuron, relay neuron, motor neuron, effector, and response. We will discuss the same with the picture. The nerve path followed by reflex action is called a reflex arc. For example, a simple reflex arc happens if we accidentally touch something hot. In this picture, you may understand about the reflex action. Of the many kinds of neural activity, there is one simple kind in which a stimulus leads to an immediate action. This is a reflex activity. In this picture you've seen, when our body part is come in contact with any hot object or high temperature, what happens? Leads to an immediate action. The word reflex was introduced into biology by a 19th century English neurologist, Marshall Hale, who fashioned the word because he thought of the muscles as reflecting a stimulus, much as a wall reflects a ball thrown against it. By using this picture, you may understand the reflex pathway comprises at least one afferent neuron, means receptor, and one afferent neuron, means effector. Okay, effector. Neuron, whatever okay we used here, one is afferent neuron, means receptor. One more is afferent neuron, means effector, appropriately arranged in a series. The afferent neuron receives signal from a sensory organ. In this picture you see and it transmits the impulse via a dorsal nerve root into the CNS. The apparent neuron then carries signals from CNS to the effector. The stimulus and response thus forms a reflex arc as shown below in the knee jerk reflex. Now I think you understood about the reflex arc. Is nothing but what? It is the pathway. It is the pathway of a reflex action. In a reflex arc, the stimulus is received by the receptors, means the sense organs, and it passes through the sensory nerves to the spinal cord. From the spinal cord, the information passes through the motor nerves to the effectors, or you may call muscles, as well as the glands for the response. You may understand by using this picture how that stimulus is received by the receptors, means the sense organs like skin, and it passes through the sensory nerves or neuron to the spinal cord. From the spinal cord, the information passes through the motor nerves to the effectors. Motor nerves, motor neuron to the effector. Are you understand? Nothing but here we will understand what? The pathway of a reflex action is called reflex arc. Also you may understand by using these simple points. Reflex action, it is defined as fast, unconscious, immediate, automatic and involuntary response of the body to a stimulus. It is monitored through spinal cord. You may see so many examples like closing eyes when bright light falls on the eyes. Next is a knee jerk. Withdraw hands when pricked by a pin. Choking stimulates cuff reflex. Withdraw hand or leg when it touches an hot object. Woman knitting a sweater while watching TV. Likewise, these are the best examples where we seen reflex actions. Some more important information about reflex action as well as arc. Humans and animals have reflexes to help protect them from danger. Reflexes are unconscious responses, which means they are automatic and do not require the brain to create the action. There are many different types of reflexes, but the most basic is called a simple reflex. A simple reflex contains only one space where information in the spinal cord travels between two nerve cells called neurons. The space between two neurons is called a synapse. You might have heard about this one, synapse. The space between two neurons is called a synapse. Thus, a simple reflex is called monosynaptic, where mono means one. There are four parts to a monosynaptic simple reflex. The first is a sensor which senses what is happening to the body. The second is a sensory neuron to carry that information to the spinal cord. And the third is a motor neuron to transmit information away from the spinal cord to the fourth part, which is the muscle that creates an action. Doctors will test reflexes by tapping the tendon just below the knee, and this causes the leg to kick out. This knee jerk reflex is an example of a simple monosynaptic reflex. Understood, guys? See this one, okay? Whatever the doctors are testing, nothing but what it is, knee jerk reflex is the best example of monosynaptic reflex. Okay, now in this slide you may understand about reflex actions and voluntary actions. Okay, the difference, some important difference. Reflex actions occurs unconsciously. See, unconsciously, without the help of brain. Voluntary actions occurs consciously. Reflex actions is initiated by muscle receptor, but voluntary action is initiated by the brain. Reflex action is automatic and fast. Voluntary action is neither automatic nor fast. Like say, okay, reflex actions, okay, how it is fast. Sneezing and coughing, okay, are the reflex actions. Voluntary actions are nothing but eating, bathing, etc. Some main points. What is an example of a reflex action? Blinking and breathing, dropping a hot object, flinching. Why do we have reflex actions? To help keep us alive and safe. Okay, we will see one more time about effectors or parts of the body such as muscles and glands that produce a response to a detected stimulus. For example, a muscle contracting to move an arm, muscle squeezing saliva from the salivary gland, a gland releasing a hormone into the blood. Likewise, you see in here, receptor in the skin detects a stimulus. Sensory neurons sends impulses to relay neuron. Motor neuron sends impulses to effector. Effector produces a response. And finally, we will see some more points about receptors to effectors. The diagram summarizes how information flows from receptors to effectors in the nervous system. Information flows from receptors to effectors in the nervous system. Receptors are groups of specialized cells. They can detect a change in the environment, means stimulus, and produce an electrical impulses in response. Sense organs contain group of receptors that respond to specific stimuli.